Yo, what's up? It's your boy Shine. And I'm here with.
Hey man, Coach Lightwork, man. Damn, what the hell? Coach Lightwork, man. I'm in the building, man. What's going on, man?
Nah, shit, man. We had a great weekend of games, man. We had some upsets. We had some close. We had some nail biters. We had some dominant wins all over the board, man. So let's kick it off with the number one ranked team, Oregon. They went to Maryland. I mean, Maryland came to them, and they just put paws on Maryland.
Man, belt to ass. Belt to goddamn ass. Right now they're looking like the best team in America. Right
Mm-hmm.
now. You know, um, outside of they did beat Ohio State. I do give them that. But whew, I don't know, man. It's with these college football playoffs coming up, man. I just don't just see a guarantee like I just don't see that team that just said, "Hey, man, look, we're gonna take over the playoffs."
Yeah.
I don't see it just yet. But Oregon being number one, I have no problem with. Man, they have been uh what's the word?
They've been balanced. I ain't gonna say dominant. They've been balanced.
Thank you. I was looking for. I couldn't find a word, man. They've been consistent. They've been very balanced. Gabriel, some games he throw for a bunch of yards and touchdowns. Other games he just throw for the touchdowns. It's it's never it's never the same thing every week. It's
Yeah.
always something different. So
But that's
shout out
also
to them.
But that's also a shout out to their coaching staff and their coordinators and stuff as far as strategizing and getting, like, basically game planning for that team. Like, they not sticking to the game plan for each team. Each game is different. They get different game plans. So
Right.
Oregon is going to be a tough out. If the season stops today, it'd be Oregon versus
They get
Ohio
the first
State
round
part
bye.
two.
Oh, you talking about for the Big Ten?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then potentially it'd be Oregon Ohio State part three if the playoff bracket goes the way it's supposed to go.
All right, but here's my question to you though. Since
Mm-hmm.
you being an Ohio State fan,
Yeah.
do you think Ohio State gets in with two losses to the same team?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I think, to me, when it come down to the committee, because granted Oregon beat Ohio State by one, right? And quite frankly, it could have been an overtime game. They would just keep the damn field goal, so they're going for two. But anyways,
Hmm.
um, if you go to Oregon, if you lose to Oregon again, they say they lose by 1 or 2 points, right?
Right.
It's not as bad as, not to bring up an old wound. It's not as bad as Bama losing to Vandy, right?
Right.
So when you think about it, like, yeah, but then you got to think about it as an Oregon fan. Be like, okay, cool, we pressed our luck, we beat them twice. If you see Ohio State in the playoffs, can you beat them a third time? Because at that
Right.
point in time, as Oregon, you're playing with house money. But now you got to think about, can you beat them 3 times in a row? Can you beat them 3 times? Can you? Is it doable? Yeah, man. Anybody can get got, but you beat them twice. Granted, now one thing we know about Ohio State, one thing we know about Bama, Georgia, people that have been in these playoffs, they know how to win in these moments, right?
Right.
Can you beat them a third time when all the chips is on the board?
That's just so tough, man. That's tough.
Because what's the saying? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, can't put the blame. Like, I can't put the blame on you. So it's like, you beat me once, cool, but you're not gonna beat me twice, dog. And even if they beat them twice, the real question is, if the playoff bracket happens and Ohio State get that on that one side of the bracket, they end up going to Oregon. I mean,
Right.
matching with Oregon, can Oregon beat them 3 times? Can you do it? And that's tough. Beating them twice is gonna be tough. Beating them once is already hell to pay, but beating them 3 times, you beat Ohio State 3 times, I'm giving Oregon all the credit in the motherfucking world.
Bro, that's just a hell of an out, bro. Like to try to beat a team three times in a season. I mean, we've seen it in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like I remember the one year, man, I ain't gonna lie. I felt like the two best teams that year was the Jags and the Titans. I believe, yeah, it was Jags and Titans, and the Titans beat the Jags three times that year, and that's that's just mind blowing, dog.
And even the reverse of that, it's like the Bengals, the year they beat Pittsburgh twice and Pittsburgh beat them in the wild card game. It's
Right.
hard. It's NFL. It's hard to beat a team twice, maybe 3 times. It's really, especially when you got a blue blood school, like it's hard. Like when you think of Oregon, like for sake of argument, that said it was in the SEC. Can you beat Bama 3 times? Can you beat Georgia 3 times? Can you beat Texas 3 times? Can you beat Tennessee 2 out of 3 times? Probably so, because Tennessee don't really got a secondary. But can you go and beat these top teams more than once? And that's gonna be the test, especially with these 12-team playoff bracket, because with the 12-team playoff bracket, we got a chance to see teams play each other 3 times in the season, maybe twice. Um,
I really don't want to see that, bro. I'm just being
if it's if
real.
it's if it's always a good game, like how Ohio State and Oregon was, and like or part two, the Big Ten championship game, but then Ohio State win their bracket, and then they win and they meet in the third round before I'm cool with that.
I mean, if they're meeting in the national championship game, then I'm cool with that. But if they're meeting like round two, you know what I'm saying? Like if they're on the same side, like bro, I don't.
But I don't think they will. To be honest, I think if Ohio State beat Oregon, Ohio State get an automatic bid.
Yeah.
I think they put Oregon on the other side of the bracket from Ohio State.
So you think they'll do it purposely?
Yeah, because I think to be honest, because it depends on what happened with Penn, and depends on because how I think about it is, do you still let Indiana in if they lose to Ohio State?
I mean, they've been one of the best teams all year, bro.
But you got but think about it is, who have they played? And now this is the part of the community that's really like irritating me, right?
Okay.
You taking these people wins. Granted they are winning, and their defense are fucking. Hey, their defense is there. Like, don't sleep on Indiana, right?
Right.
They beat Michigan. Michigan is horrible. You lose to Ohio State, right? You lose to a top 2 team, right?
Right.
And it's like, I seen what's his name, Firebomb, Fire, whatever his name is, the
Paul
analyst.
Feinbaum.
He was like, if Indiana lose to Ohio State, Indiana don't make the 12-team playoff, because quite frankly, who have they played outside of Ohio State? And I'm just sitting here like, but they got a winning record.
Well, it ain't. Well, let's just keep it 100, man. When you look at Ohio State's schedule and you look at their schedule, they played the same teams minus Oregon.
Yeah.
You know, and then Indiana doesn't. Yeah, they don't play Oregon. So if Indiana loses to Ohio State, I don't think that should kick them out of the playoff. It's really just a money move. Like I'm
But
looking at the money.
yeah, so
You
I'm
know,
so somebody said something that was interesting, right? If Indiana beat Ohio State, Indiana go play Oregon. And they said it's actually a high chance that Indiana can beat Oregon, because, granted, they said Indiana got a better defense on Ohio State, which I highly fucking doubt, but whatever.
defense is pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
But if Indiana somehow, some way, that to say that, I love me a good upset story. Just not when it's my team, but I love me a good upset story, right?
Right.
Let's say Indiana beat Ohio State in
Okay.
the Big Ten championship game, right? They're gonna go because they're gonna be undefeated, right?
Right.
Let's say they beat Oregon.
Okay.
Now, what do you do? Now, Oregon gonna make the 12-team playoff, but what do you do with Ohio State now? I think Ohio State get in, so that means the Big Ten get 3 teams in. Now you got to think about Penn State, so now they might get 4 teams in.
You, the Big Ten. Oh my God. The Big Ten will get 4 teams in. I feel like
If they go that route, they can get 4 teams in. But I think if Indiana loses to Ohio State, they're gonna penalize Indiana, and Indiana not gonna make it. I'm telling you that now. Because they eyeing teams like SMU. They think, SMU. Everybody want SMU in, which I think they deserve to be in personally. I think Notre Dame needs just to be in the regular bowl and not 12-team playoffs, because realistically, if you pair Notre Dame against Bama, Penn State, Ohio State, or they getting their ass beat.
Right.
And then you talk about money wise, right? So I don't see. and then it's crazy because you would think not one game would penalize Indiana, but you would sit here and be like, why should this one game penalize them, right? But if they
Right.
went out, it's like a double edge. If they went out and they go and they beat O State and they go and beat the Oregon, then they get an automatic bid. Oregon
Okay.
still get in with one win. Ohio State still gonna get in. Then Penn State still gonna get in. So that's 4 teams in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. They get 4 teams in no matter what. They get 4 teams in no matter what. When you look at their schedule, they're gonna go 11-1 or undefeated. They're like Indiana's schedule outside of Ohio State, they got Purdue next. That's a cakewalk, right? So Penn State got the 1 loss to Ohio State. Ohio State got the 1 loss to Oregon. Oregon is undefeated. We know Oregon getting in no matter what. You know what I'm saying? They're getting in no matter what. Really, it's about seeding. Where do we fall? If Ohio State beats Indiana, Indiana will fall to 12. This is what I'm guessing. They're gonna fall somewhere in that range of 12, like 10 to 12. They're gonna fall there. Penn State's gonna be from 7 and 10, and then Penn. You know what I'm saying? So Ohio State's gonna be somewhere. So
Ohio State either gonna be 1 or they're gonna be 4.
No,
I mean 1
5.
or 5.
They'll be 5 or
6. They gonna have a home game.
Yeah, that's what it is. They're gonna have a home game. But yeah, man. The Big Ten gonna get 4 teams in. I don't see. I don't see this.
So even talking about the Big Ten, I know you said that Indiana after they play Ohio State, they got Purdue. Talking about Purdue just got waxed on by Ohio State 45-0. Yeah. Ohio State had their way every which way with Purdue. Purdue need to figure it out. Purdue really need to figure out recruiting. Purdue really probably need to go and offer a little bit more money. Realistically, let's be honest, Purdue need to go get some black folk over there.
I think
take Florida and Georgia's method. Go get people that been in jail. Shit.
That's crazy work. Picking criminal kids is crazy work. Hey, but they some of the best athletes.
Hey, look, I know they're gonna be in jail 4 years, but before these 4 years is up, hey, we got to win the ring. Look.
Right, some of the best athletes. Yeah, I mean, it was just a shellacking. Ohio State beating up on Purdue. I mean, Purdue hasn't been good all year, so I mean, it is what it is.
I know. It's one game we both called, and we was like, "What Georgia are we going to get?" Because I said, for me, and I said, Ole Miss got to win out, and they got to win out. That means they got to beat Georgia. And me and you sat here and said, "What Carson Beck are we going to get?" And we saw what Carson Beck we was going to get. And when I tell you, Ole Miss was bull whacking them up and down that damn field,
bro. Carson Beck is just not good, dog.
Is he a senior?
Let me check. Because from what, bro, I don't know if it was just like the team being that much blessed to have like all that talent the year before. But dog,
he lost a lot of people to the draft too.
I know, but dog, Georgia reloads
he lost like
every
60%
year.
of roster to the draft,
and he's a goddamn senior.
He a senior.
He went. I'm gonna say this.
Is he a redshirt senior or he just a pure blood senior?
Pure senior.
No,
pure senior.
I'm about to say if he was a redshirt senior, he had a year left. But hey,
no, he would have been there for 5 years already. If he was a redshirt senior, he would have been there for 5 years already.
If Carson Beck get drafted in the first round, I'm gonna be irritated. And then you want to know the team I know for a fact that's gonna select this dumbass and it's gonna irritate me. It's gonna be the New York motherfucking Giants. It's gonna be the New York Giants because Bryce Young caught his fire, and I believe Bryce Young probably gonna be able to move to LA to be a Ram, right?
Why would he be a Ram?
Because I know the Rams is eyeing him this offseason.
So you think the Panthers would trade Bryce Young to the Rams?
Yeah, but they eyeing him. They eyeing him. I mean,
Okay,
he heating up right now. He's heating up, so I doubt they're gonna do it. But I know the Rams is eyeing him. They wanted him at the trade deadline, but the Rams wanted. I think they wanted the first and the fourth.
okay. So right now, the Giants is the number one pick. Tell me what do they do, and who do they draft
Travis Hunter.
at the number as the number one pick in the upcoming draft? They draft
Travis,
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. Because if you go for a quarterback, let's be honest. Quentin Ewers, Carson Beck, Jalen Merrill will still be on the fucking board.
Well,
So
they got the number one overall pick.
no, I'm saying if you got the number one overall pick, I'm going Travis Hunter. Cause you need receiving help and you need a corner.
Yeah,
And
but he's
either
not gonna
way,
play both ways in the
but
NFL.
no, but I'm just
You
saying.
know what I mean.
I'm saying you need a receiver, you need a corner. So either way, you gonna have a gym either way you pick. I wouldn't go quarterback because granted, Shador is not going to New York.
Right. So who's going to New York? That's
You
what
talking
I'm
about
asking.
quarterback? You talking about quarterback?
Like, yeah, like okay, you're saying they're gonna draft Travis Hunter out the gate.
Yeah.
All right, if they don't draft Travis Hunter, what
Jackson
quarterback
Dart.
do they go after?
Jackson Dart, the quarterback from Ole Miss. Underrated, but got a powerful arm. And the only reason why he's not getting talked about because of Quentin Ewers and Shador Sanders and Jalen Merrill. And to me, he's a better quarterback than Quentin Ewers, and he's a better quarterback than Jalen Merrill. Jalen Merrill just a better athlete.
I give you Milrow. I think him and Quinn Ewers are pretty neck and neck.
The best quarterback in the draft in general is Shador.
Okay.
Pure pocket pass is Shador.
So you're saying they go and they draft a QB that wasn't in nobody's top 5, and they draft Jackson Dart.
Yeah, he was my. If it wasn't Shador, if Coach Prime didn't say what he said, Jackson Dart always was my QB1 off the board. Because one thing about Jackson Dart, if you go back and look at his highlights, he's one hell of a game manager, and he's very good. He's precise. He's a good pocket passer. But one thing, he throw the fucking deep ball.
All right. So let me ask you this: what if they do this? Let me put this in here. What if they do this? They get the number one overall pick. They draft Travis. Right? They draft Travis. The following year, they're not that good. They get another top 10 pick. They draft Manning.
You talking about Arch? I can see that because you give Daniel Jones more money. I think his contract would be up, and you ain't have money on the wall for him. I can see that.
I see that shit happening.
No, so one because it basically be the successor to Eli, but if they're gonna do it that way, the thing for the Giants is you go get Travis because him and Malik Neighbors, hey, hey.
I mean, they can cook. Hey, they can cook now.
Now, but granted, they're gonna have 2 picks in the top 20. So then you think about where you go next. I'm gonna get an edge rusher. Hey.
I mean, Raiders. They got Thibodeau and Burns.
I get that, but when you see good teams, what they do? Pittsburgh, they went out got another edge rusher, which came in handy because Alex Highsmith is out for 2 to 3 games because his ankle. So them going to get another edge rusher actually helped because now they got Preston Smith, right?
Okay.
You got Barnes. If I'm them, I'm calling the Raiders and I'm trying to figure out what they want for Wilson. Put them right in the middle of Thibodeau and Barnes.
I don't think they're gonna trade Wilson. I don't think they're gonna do that. But
they gonna have to move on.
It'd be a hell of a move. I ain't gonna lie, that it'd be a hell of a move. I just don't see the Raiders doing that.
For a first round pick, they're gonna trade him.
Yeah, but I don't see the Giants doing that.
You gotta think about it. We talking about NFL. We've seen the most crazy shit happen.
Oh yeah. I don't see him doing that. But we've seen quarterbacks get cut and gotta pay them $80 million. I don't even want to get into that no more.
So
still pissing me off.
So back to college. Like we said, Georgia got Miami got by Georgia Tech. Now We said this, and we like, oh, when we was going through our picks, and we was like, do we really want to go against Georgia Tech? Because Georgia Tech got a habit of beating ranked teams. They, for some odd reason, they have a fetish for ranked teams.
Bro,
They
they get
look.
excited. They get excited, bro. I don't.
It's like they beat teams they're not supposed to beat and lose the team they're supposed to beat. It's like Georgia
Right,
Tech is kind
dog.
of backwards as fuck.
Right, but they ran for like, I believe, like 271 yards on Miami.
Let me see.
Like that, like the like I think
The
it's
most
King.
the most yard that was ran against Miami was 93.
So Georgia Tech ended up running for like like
Yeah,
271.
yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Georgia Tech went crazy.
We're not gonna we not about to talk about Florida and Texas. We are not about to talk about Penn State and Washington. All right, so BYU escaped Utah.
I watched that game too, boy. I watched that with my own eyes. And let me tell y'all something. If y'all do not believe the refs is on the goddamn side, bruh, they got that Vegas call, bruh. And literally, it was was it 4th and 10? 4th and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
The BYU's 3-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
He gets sacked. I'm like, bruh, this is about to shake up college football playoff. They go and they say they threw a flag. It was holding, defensive holding. It just got bad, bro. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, it's kind of holding, but
you know how we sit here and say we got some teams that be playing with house money and they just sit here and playing and playing and playing and they're gonna get got. BYU gonna get got. Because granted, you almost lost to Utah. Utah don't have shit.
They got a dope running back, man.
No,
Bernard.
BYU always. I mean, not BYU, but Utah always keep a good running back.
Yeah,
BYU.
Bernard,
That's one thing.
Bernard
That's
was
one thing
killing.
for sure.
But
But
other than that, they've been trash.
BYU's run defense is horrible.
Yeah, they were horrible that game. They were horrible that game.
BYU secondary. See now this is the part I'm gonna bring BYU up later on to go off of what I was gonna say. But BYU secondary, I hope before they get to the Big 12 championship game, they like stay grounded and they stay like level headed because you can't play like this again because you're gonna get got.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you're talking about going to the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sake of fucking argument, that's a BYU matchup against Bama. Ryan Williams was half his fucking day with them.
Yeah, I don't see BYU beating any of the top teams. I just don't. They're not built that way. They're not built to win against the tough team. Now they can play hard nosed football. Let me say that they can play hard nosed football, but I don't see them beating.
They're not gonna be an easy out. They'll make it tough for somebody, but I think they'll lose. But they'll make it tough for somebody. You're not about to go and just beat the fuck. I don't know. It depends on who they get matched up against.
I mean, their last 3 games is Kansas, Arizona State, and Houston. And let me tell you something. Arizona State is tricky.
If I'm BYU, I'm worried about Kansas.
Oh shit! Well, I'm worried about my next 2 games then.
If I'm BYU, I'm worried about Kansas because Kansas is
actually.
Iowa State.
Yeah, Kansas beat Iowa State, right? Yeah. But I mean,
Iowa State dropped back-to-back games.
Think about this: you got Kansas, who might be on the come up, might be. You don't know, or they may just have that one of those type of games. Then you got Arizona State with Scatterboo, and then you got Houston, who beat who did Houston beat? Houston upset some. Was it? No, it wasn't Iowa State.
Kansas State.
Who did Houston beat?
Kansas State.
Kansas State?
Yeah.
See, you know what I'm saying? You just got to be locked in, bro. You got to be locked in.
So for me, the game that you normally get into for a couple of different reasons was Colorado Texas Tech.
Correct.
If people don't know, I know a lot of people asking what Jimmy Horn was. So in Texas, they got a habit of throwing tortillas. What people was not aware of, Jimmy Horn got hit with a bottle,
Jesus Christ.
um, which made Coach Prime go to the refs and was like, "Hey, they throwing tortillas, they throwing bottles, they throwing stuff." And the ref told Dion, I quote was, "Well, what you want me to do about it? Your team's blowing kisses every time they score. So you blowing the kiss and throwing the bottle is in the same fucking category."
Bruh, I did a video about this. And sometimes refs refs don't realize what they're saying at the time. You know, like they don't. They don't understand what they're saying. They're just gonna tell you what they see, and you know what I'm saying, in the situation. Your players are blowing kisses, they're taunting the fans. So that justifies in well to them, that justifies why they're throwing stuff. We're looking at it as football fans, former football players, everything like as media, like, bro, that's stupid. One is physical, the other one is, you know, I'm blowing the kiss to you. I'm not hurting you in any way. You know what I'm saying? Like taunting you is just taunting you, but like, bro,
But
college
but that
football has lost their damn minds with this
but
throwing trash and shit.
but let's get to it. So the ref pissed me off because if people didn't watch the game, Texas Tech was up 13-0 before Colorado even scored. Right?
Correct.
Up 13-0, Texas Tech fans was losing their damn mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tortillas, beer bottles, they thought they about to blow Colorado out.
Right.
Colorado finally woke the fuck up, right?
Right.
When before they came to Texas Tech, Dion was when they informed Dion that yeah, they thought tortillas, he was like in the air, like that's legal. Like
Right.
if I'm college football, if I'm the NCAA, I'm telling Texas Tech don't throw tortillas no more
Correct. But my thing is, why was it allowed
in the
in the
first.
beginning? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why was it allowed in the first place?
But throwing tortillas, cool. Tortillas ain't gonna hurt nobody. Y'all throwing bottles at players.
Dog. I'm gonna keep it funky, man. Ever since ever since the Texas Georgia game, ever since the Texas Georgia game, and they reversed that call by throwing trash onto the field, every college stadium has done it now. You know, Texas Tech, like, and the game wasn't even out of hand. It was 31-20, and they're throwing water bottle, beer bottles, and all this, that, and the third. And it's like the game's not even out of hand. It was the third quarter. You know, so like it's like,
I
come
pre
on.
and I appreciate Texas Tech head coach. Hey, he let them have it. Hey,
Yeah, bro.
he was. Hey, and you thought he was gonna bleep it out. He said, "Stop throwing shit on the fucking field." Like,
Because
and
it's ridiculous, dude.
once once the ref told Dion to back up or he was gonna penalize him, Colorado walked the fuck up.
Yeah.
They wasn't having that shit.
Bruh.
So
It's
and so at the end, Shiloh scored off of a fumble recovery, and there's a video going around of the ball boy hitting the ball out of Shiloh's hand. Shiloh grabbed it back. Shador called him a bitch ass nigga, and then Bucky put Shador out the way, and Bucky was like, "Look, you go to the NFL. I'm gonna take the heat. See, they can't do shit to me." Um, I know me and you probably gonna have two different views on this. Me personally, it's a million fucking balls, dog. Second, and I feel like you could have asked for it. You didn't have to smack it out of his hand. Um, I don't think Shador should call him a bitch ass nigga. Um, but we also the audio was going now, so we don't know what all was said anyway for Bucky to tee up because Bucky quiet. So for Bucky to say what he said, and for Bucky like he about to knock his ass clean the fuck out, I wonder what was said because we only heard parts of it because the audio was going in and out.
okay. So if y'all don't know what happened, like he said, the ball boy knocked the ball out of Shiloh's hands after he scored. Now, once he knocks the ball out of Shiloh's hands and tries to pick it up, Shiloh picks it up. Shador steps in, call him, bitch, bitch ass N word, and then Bucky steps up and challenges the ball boy. Now, I knew the media is gonna spin it. I know they're gonna spin it. That's why if you go to Dion's page, you don't see the full altercation. You don't
Mhm.
see the full altercation. You just see Shador stepping up for Shiloh. The other video that I saw was Bucky stepping up, kind of in the face of the ball boy and this, that, and the third. Now I know you said that, hey, they got a million balls and this, that, and the third, but and I don't know if this is a new thing because it definitely wasn't around when I was in college. Keeping the ball, I don't I didn't know if that was a new thing or not.
Yeah,
I got because I never
as far as like you know how like you got upperclassmen that go to the NFL, right?
right
So the certain teams that they got circled, like if you talk shit before the game, or you've been talking shit to set player like over the internet or whatever the case may be, and like for example, let's say Jimmy Horn got the game winning touchdown, right?
right
Jimmy Horn kept the ball because it was the game winning ball. Shiloh sealed the game with the fumble, with the
right
recovery. So for him, it's like, hey, I sealed the game. This is game ball. I'm keeping it.
right. But my thing is like I didn't know they started doing that, keeping the ball because I went back and I look at some film
It'd be like that
and
now though.
and DBs are picking the ball off.
Mm-hmm.
Like say they pick the ball off and get tackled. They're keeping the ball and they're going to their sideline. So
Because depends on the quarterback. Like if you pick a Shador off, if you pick a Quentin Ewers off, Arch Manning, like you picking pro style quarterbacks off. So for them, especially if they don't think they're going to the pros, for them it's like, hey,
Sean, they
I'm
are
not taking
keeping
the ball.
Sean. They are keeping balls from trash quarterback. Matter of fact, I'm a prime example. Dude gets picked off at Kent State. He
Okay.
kept that ball.
Talking about Avery Johnson got picked off.
No, hell no. Kent. I said Kent State, not Kansas
Oh,
State.
oh,
Kent State. We get picked off. They kept the ball.
I know
So
that for the
it's a
better.
thing. It's a thing all over college football.
Look,
But what I'm saying is that yeah, they may have a million balls. Okay, they may have a million balls. That's not the ball boy's concern. It's his, like it's his ball. Now, I just don't agree with the shit that knocking the ball out of it. You could have asked.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if he said no, all right, well, fuck it. It's no. But knocking it out of his hand because you're upset because they're fucking dog walking your school, you're doing a little much, bro. Like,
I to that,
like fucking
but
relax.
I want to use the word antagonize. You can't
Yeah,
antagonize. You can't antagonize nobody that play victim.
right, absolutely. But
Big-
we know what that
I mean, yeah,
we
but
know. We know what
but
that
but
they do.
reality, people gotta realize something. Let's be honest. Dion is Texas, so
Yeah.
so question is, if Dion was the head coach of Texas Tech, would that would have happened?
What? The what?
The
Like
situation, if it was
if it
reversed,
was reverse and he was at Texas Tech?
yeah, it
No.
would never happen.
No, it would never happen. No. See, it's cool when you're doing it for us, like whoever that school is, when you're doing it for us, we all well, we all happy, we all good.
So
But if it's somebody else, no.
so I did a little research, right? And I went back to other Texas Tech games, right?
Right.
The same ball boy that knocked the ball out of Shiloh's hands, when they beat teams, he go collect the balls from the other team.
Like he just
Like he go pick up the balls from the other team and he give them to the players that scored or got an interception. He give it to him. So you telling me it's cool when you do it, but the problem when I do it.
he was butthurt. And you could tell. You could tell he was in his feelings. Because when you're wrong and when somebody challenges you, the first thing you do is look to your right and try to look for help because you're like, man, well, why is he yelling at me? Bro, you know why he's yelling at you. You know why he's challenging you. It is what it is, bro. Like let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a
So
bean.
talking about Coach Prime,
Right.
talking about Shador, you know, Juju make his announcement, I think today or tomorrow. It was one of these 2 days.
Uh-huh.
Um is rumors going around, and different sports analysts had brought this idea up, and I want to pick up running about it, right?
Okay.
You probably got the same idea. So Stephen A. Smith said, if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm going after Coach Prime. Shannon Sharp said yes and no. That'd be good, but thing about it is Jerry Jones wouldn't be able to do what he do with Prime that he do with Mike McCarthy. So they was like, if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm tanking. I'm trading Dak. I'm getting. You gonna get some shit for Dak. So get all the compensation you get from Dak. They said I'm gonna go a step further. They're like, I didn't like what Michael Parsons did. I'm getting him out of there too. I said, you dumb as hell. But they like draft Shador, sign Coach Prime. I said I'm gonna tell you two things. So what's your thoughts on them basically trying to swing this narrative of Coach Prime is done with the transfer portal, he done with college, you know, the Cowboys should draft Shador, they should go get Coach Prime. You know, they should give Coach Prime all the power he wants and let him basically fix the Cowboys.
Marketing wise, it makes sense. Marketing wise,
Publicity and money for sure.
yeah. In that realm, it makes sense. In football, it does not make sense.
He already said why he don't want to coach the NFL though.
Bro, you got millionaires on the sideline. Like, it's a difference coaching a college millionaire versus a pro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got kids, he got mortgages, he got, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got a life. These kids are going to school, they're playing football. You know, they have that. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't have, it ain't every player. I mean, just like the NFL, but you know, it's just different, man. It's just a big difference. And I think for Coach Prime, it's just a better fit to stay in college. You know what I'm
That
saying?
but that too, and I was sitting here thinking while they were saying that, like, if even if he was even thinking about it, I was like, well, Coach Prime getting a lot of shit renovated in Colorado right now to get up
But
and go to the NFL.
but it's like, why? Well, why do it though? You're getting a house built in Colorado. You're doing these things like, bro, you might as well stay in Colorado and continue. Because look, here's the thing, and this is what I want you to think about. It ain't like him going from Jackson State to Colorado. He can't bring players with him. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
he go from
draft his player.
Colorado to the pros, it's a huge difference.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like them kids that you brought to Colorado from, you know, from these different areas that didn't have Colorado on their radar.
yeah,
They went to Colorado because of you.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
If
I
he
get
letting
it.
Juju, I don't see him leaving because
Hold on. It's just the fact that, bro, you're building something.
mm,
Don't leave. Now, if it's 5 years down the road, okay, whatever. Cool, whatever. But right now you're building something.
yeah,
Colorado's everything has shot up through the roof. Everything. Anything Colorado has shot through the roof. Continue to build on that, bro.
mm-hmm.
And then in 5 years, hell, you might win a national championship in 5 years.
Might win one this year.
Shit, you have a chance. So it's like, come on, man. Why go to the pros and deal with this grown ass man who's making more money than you? Let's be fucking for real. They're gonna pay your son $500 million, like like $500 million. Come on, man.
Like, realistically, because if you think about it, and I was sitting here thinking, like, it don't make no sense, right?
Right.
Because even if you was entertaining the fact of a Juju, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like him getting Juju and Shador and Travis is helping him recruit while they there. Like he's not going nowhere. I didn't even know Travis had a little brother until yesterday.
Yeah, he got like four siblings, four
Did
other
not know that
siblings.
shit yesterday. And
Yeah.
his brother played two ways.
Shit, and then they got another two-way player in Hodges. I think is it Hodges?
No, it's not Hodges. It's
Number 17. I don't know.
Woods.
Is it Woods?
Yeah, his name Woods.
He a dog. I can tell you that he played both ways. You know, and then
And he also been training. He also trained with Travis on the daily.
so, bro, come on, man. The talent you got coming in, come on, man. Like, let's be real.
Like Colorado also about to flip the number one linebacker in the country. They're about to flip the number one quarterback in the country. And if I'm not mistaken, they say they on their way to flip the number 3 receiver in the country.
Bro, Just think
So
about it. They flipped them three. They flipped them three with the transfer portal. They flipped them three. Come on, dude.
then you
Come
still
on.
then you still got a Marion Miller. You still got I think Darius Miller. You still have your receiver room deep, dog.
Dog, it's deep.
Your defense is deep. You gotta fill a few holes, but shit, when you got Warren Sapp and Air Reed and them all there, you'll be
Th-
fine.
And think about this. We don't give a damn if you a 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, walk on.
They want a
You can
dog.
play. You gonna play. Look at this. Look at the center. Look at this.
Cash
Oh,
Cleveland, true
damn.
freshman.
Right. Fucking walk on.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Come
Now,
on.
I said this. I said for real, for real. The original center they had should have been benched. His ass came here for not a damn fucking reason.
I think he was just making good calls. I believe he was making good calls.
He can't. He can't hear for shit. Because in the last four games, he basically is the reason why Shador got sacked. Because of the Shador can just stand there and he reading the defense before he even say dude's already hiking it. It's like, bro, you misfired 10 times in the last 4 games. Dion ain't having that shit.
Yeah.
Cash Cleveland only had one pressure. He had, I think it was 35 something. I forgot what it was, 35 something, but he had one pressure. And then it was one play against he put somebody on their ass. And guess what the fuck I found out? And now I know why Cash Cleveland's so damn good. He training with Jason Kelsey.
I would too. If I had the opportunity, I would too.
The best fucking center in the NFL. Hell, yes.
I would too. Shit.
So now we leave our mark in college and we transfer to the NFL. Like we said, Dallas probably gonna offer Dion a contract. Dion 10 out of 10 probably gonna decline it because he's not gonna deal with that foolishness. Mm-hmm. Especially if it's not with his sons, he ain't dealing with that foolishness.
Right.
I do want to start off with this game because y'all Broncos,
man, kill yourself,
was a field goal away from upsetting the Kansas City Chiefs. And I watched the game. Do you, as a Bronco fan, do you think they should have called a timeout, did a re-kick? You think they should have, like, I ain't gonna say ice the kicker, in this case, ice the defense?
No. I believe that left tackle needs to do a better job. Mm-hmm. He didn't. If you watch the film, if you watch it, you watch that last kick, mm-hmm. Bruh, they literally run him over. Like, it's almost like ripping wet paper. Mm-hmm. That's how easily they ran him over, mm-hmm. and blocked the kick. Bro, it wasn't. Now, don't get me wrong. There were some penalties that should have been called, some holding that should have been called, different things like that. But that's every game. That's every game. The fact that he wasn't stable enough to put up any type of resistance, it was bad, bro. Bo Nix, that defense played their asses off. We just need you for one play to really dig into the dirt. If you watch it, bro, he gets completely ran over. It's like he's not even fucking there.
It's so crazy because when we was talking about this game the other day, we was like, how do Denver upset the Chiefs? We was like, your exact words was, what defense are we seeing?
Yeah.
But
what defense are we going to get?
In this case, what should have been the answer is, shit, what O-lineman we would have been seeing? Because defense stepped up. Bo Nix had one hell of a game. I do think they're gonna address that in the draft, also the offseason, as far as like shoring up the O line, especially like special teams, like linemen getting bigger, and getting y'all trenches down pat. Because other than that, y'all fucking fine. They probably gonna go get another receiver, but I think y'all fine. Cause y'all had them, man. I was praying. I was like, please, somebody beat these red motherfuckers.
Bro, it's just the fact that when you finally get the Chiefs where you want them, when you finally get them in that moment, because if you got to think, now I ain't gonna say we wasted, we ran the clock out That 5 minutes and 57 seconds, we ran that shit out.
Yeah.
On the last drive, we ran that shit out. So we knew what we were doing. It's just the fact, bro. Like when your opportunity comes, you have to be ready to go. Quarterbacks, receivers, linemen, you got to be ready to go. And that dude, bro, I don't know what they saw. I don't know what they saw. But the first field goal, they were on. So if you're looking at the defense this way, they loaded up the left side, didn't
Hmm.
get in. I don't know who talked to who. They flipped sides and bro started running through that man like he wasn't there. And he didn't just think like, hey man, let me go ahead and really dig into the dirt and you know what I'm saying? Oh, just I wanted to cry.
So the Giants and the Panthers played.
In
Bryce
London, right?
Young, huh?
Was it in London?
Yeah.
The London game, man.
Bryce Young, you see him smiling, you see him happy, you see him, they won back to back games.
Right.
What do you think this means for Bryce Young and the Panthers?
His confidence is back.
Mhm.
His confidence is back. Can we keep this going? Possibly. But now, what do you need to do as an organization? See, you won. So the whoever's making the decision is it's horrible. He's horrible at making decisions. Horrible. But you have won the last two games. Your franchise QB got his confidence back. You know what I'm saying? So what do we need to do in the off season? Because you need to just finish strong.
Lyman and Hill.
I ain't saying win every game, but you got to finish strong for the rest of the season. But what do you do in the off season, and what do you go get? You know what I'm saying? I know Carolina ain't the place to be, and it ain't the glitz and the glamour. But who do you go out there and get, and who do you go out and get in the draft? Because you need to find some type of talent. Now, I'm not talking about skill position. I'm talking about showing up that offensive line, and then figuring out what you want to what you need on defense. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
I was
That's
thinking
what I'm talking about.
I was thinking the left tackle from Texas.
Could be a hell of a choice. There's another lineman. The boy from LSU. I believe he's a tackle.
Hmm.
Um, shoot, I forgot his name. I did a video about him, but he can be a top draft pick. So you gotta figure out something, man. But shout out to Bryce, man, for winning the games he won. Big shout outs to him.
Talking about big games, let's talk about the biggest fumble of the game. The Houston Texans fumbled against the Lions.
It's CJ Stroud going through that sophomore slump.
Probably.
Yeah, he does not look like he doesn't look like the Bryce Young that everybody fell in love with. Not Bryce Young, damn CJ Stroud. Like he don't look like that rookie season CJ Stroud. He just don't. He looks off. I don't know what it is. He just looks off because
Probably Amber Rose.
boy stop. For a team to throw 5 picks and y'all still lose is crazy work. Man, dog, that's
Jared Goff had his
nasty.
first game and they still won.
No way, dog. No way. To get that many interceptions, bro. 5? We've seen a quarterback throw 5 interceptions and a team gets blown out. 5 interceptions and only 23 points? No. No. Absolutely
So
not.
I do think CJ going through the sophomore slump. I think Bryce went through his a rookie slump. I think he's gonna catch his. I think he's catching his rhythm. Um, just how I think it's gonna be with like Caleb Williams and Jalen Daniels. I think it's gonna be vice versa next year.
Okay.
Um,
So you think it flips next year for Caleb Williams, Jaden
I
Daniels?
think Jalen Daniels gonna have a good season, but I don't think it's gonna be as like. I think he's gonna have a CJ Stroud this year, next year. Like they still gonna they still gonna make the playoffs, but it like when you think of statistics and stuff, I don't think it's gonna be as compelling as it is now.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Um, Atlanta lost to the Saints. How? Don't fucking know.
Game management.
The Saints don't have not a lick of a fucking receiver.
Well, who was
Chris
number
Olave's
10?
out. What's his name? Shaheed is out.
Whoever number 10 was, he was balling.
Number 10. Ain't that Olave? He's back. I thought he was out with a concussion. Ain't number 10
Um,
Olave?
hold on. Let me find out because he's number 10 for the Saints.
Ain't that Chris Olave?
I thought Olave was 12, ain't he? Right? I don't know. Hold on.
Fucking no. So I thought he was 10. But I might be wrong.
Is it Chris Olave? Because if he was goddamn balling. Let's see. Number 10. Shit. Oh, this is a bad way to do it.
You could
Oh, Marquez Valdez Scantling.
Oh, he was with the Chiefs.
When he with the Packers too?
Yep.
I know I heard his name before.
He won a ring. He won 2 rings with the Chiefs.
Dog.
But
Yeah.
now the game I want to talk about, because boy, everybody knows I've been on heads. Who had Pittsburgh play? Had Pittsburgh beat anybody? What Pittsburgh did yesterday excited me. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's not because they won, right? It shows that Washington's still young, right? The
Right.
rookie jumped on a hard count.
Yeah.
Um, Marshawn Lattimore, I think they said he had with a hip injury, so he didn't even play. Mike Williams, first catch, 32 yards in the tug. George Pickens was having his way with the secondary. They couldn't hit him for shit.
Hey, bro, what's wrong with him?
Oh, he a YN.
You need to fix that, bro. You need to talk to him.
They call him NFL young boy.
Something wrong with that boy, man. He a hell of a player, but something wrong with him.
He a crash out
all the time.
Yeah, he like that.
All right, man. I'm just saying
that's why Pittsburgh won't bring AD back, because George Pickens probably whoop his ass.
Hell no, don't bring him back. Hell no.
No, I'm just saying, because Pittsburgh thought about it, and then they were like, "Well, George Pickens and him might get into a fight." I was like, Mike. You think George Pickens will let him talk to him?
Right. They are not having that.
I love the coaching. Arthur Smith, the way they lining stuff up. Russell Wilson. What I love about it is when they insert Russell Wilson, I said the receivers gonna love it, right?
Right.
But it's to also give him reps, because starting next week we start divisional games. We got the Ravens coming up.
Right.
Then we got the Browns, the Bengals, the Eagles, the Browns, the Bengals, the Ravens, or Ravens then Browns, whatever, how the fuck you want to pen it. But we go through this gauntlet. Now Russ got reps under him. Russ is what, I think 3-0 as a starter. So
yeah, he's 3-0.
So now you got it. Now we got Mike Williams, and we're gonna have Preston Smith and coming in for Alex Highsmith. Alex Highsmith wrote his ankle really, really bad, so he's gonna be out for 2 to 3 games, which is 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know why I didn't say 2 to 3 weeks, but I think, and not yet Pittsburgh, their whole starting O-line is back now.
Okay.
And it showed. And I really, really hate Alabama running backs, because they all got this one signature of throwing your fucking head into the fucking ground.
That boy built different, man.
From Najee to Derek. Now they said this is the game of stiff arms. Who's gonna stiff arm the most people? Because they both hard to bring down.
but they're taught that, man, and it's crazy. Like if you ever watch a Alabama running back, bruh, that stiff arm is just deadly. It's so deadly.
Lamar about to face the best defense he ever played. He faced this season
Right.
because even when they played Kansas City, both defense couldn't stop a goddamn parked fucking car. Both defense, it basically came down who's gonna get the ball last. And
Right.
if it
And
wasn't for
that's what
like
it
this
came.
guy's foot, the Ravens actually would have beat the Chiefs, right?
Right.
But now Lamar got to figure out this, right? You got Derrick Henry, you got Deontay Johnson, you have Zay Flowers, Bateman, you have Andrews. You got weapons, dog. You got weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh got one hell of a defense. Now, if I'm Lamar, how do I attack it? Because they got one hell of a secondary. They got one hell of their Pittsburgh. If I'm not mistaken, is number 3 in run defense, and they number 5 in pass defense. So, what do you do if you Lamar?
I
If
think
I
you I think you mix it. You know what I'm saying? Don't I ain't saying be balanced, but you gotta mix it. You gotta mix it.
because the difference between Joe Burrow and Russell Wilson for sure is a clock. He will run the fuck out that damn clock.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's the game manager.
He will run the fuck out. But now let's talk about your. Now we got Mike Williams. You got
Mm-hmm.
you got George Pickens, which is a certified crash out in the other year, right?
Fucking crash out.
Then you got Kevin Austin, which runs a fucking 4.3 in your slot, which I didn't know what he ran into yesterday.
Right.
You got 2 receivers that can literally catch it no matter if you like. George Pickens and Mike Williams, they said that it's never a 50-50 ball. It's more like 60-40, like 70-30 in a sense. George Pickens is more like 90-10 because if it's up in there, he's gonna catch it.
I will always give George Pickens the over. I will always give him the over. He will never. I wouldn't choose George Pickens against anybody in this league. I wouldn't choose them over George Pickens. I mean, excuse me.
Jamal, as far as the corner guarding them,
Yeah, a 50-50 ball or whatever. I would never pick anybody over George Pickens. No.
oh, 50-50, no. 50-50
No.
ball, no.
No.
I think about general Jalen Ramsey having one hell of a year. But
I don't give a damn how good your year is. That crash out dummy there. That motherfucker there gonna snap on you, and then next thing you know, you gonna be fighting and shit. Like, nah.
now, dude, it is so crazy because I watched the highlight. Dude swung first, and he literally swung him on the ground and was banging his head.
Dog. You be like, what the fuck, George? Like, god damn.
I seen this one dude. He was reacting to him. He said, "Pittsburgh, that's what we do. That's what y'all doing now. Y'all signing crash outs. Hey,
Bro,
it's so crazy. It's so crazy if you think about it. Everybody thinking George Pickens is a crash out, but Pittsburgh don't. Well, people that never pay attention to Pittsburgh ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
George Pickens is the first ever that I've seen personally offensive crash out. Defense wise, RC was a crash out. Fucking James Harrison was a fucking crash out. Palmalu was a quiet crash out because he'd smack you around the damn field.
Yeah, I give you that. He's the first offensive crash out that I've seen. Yeah. No, AB.
AB wasn't a crash out in Pittsburgh though.
What do you mean? He got the reason why he left because he was a crash out.
If anything, I thought you want to say Le'Veon Bell.
No, I'll say AB. AB was fighting at practice.
AB almost got his ass beat at practice too.
Man,
Palmalu literally told him, he's like, "Hey, put him on my side." They was like, they literally stopped the practice because Palmalu, they said Palmalu don't talk. Like he talked to the defense, but he don't talk to the offense. He went up to them. He went to the offensive line and he went to Big Ben. He said, "Throw it my way."
certified crash outs.
Fuck that.
All of them got CTE.
Hey,
Ryan Clark got CTE. Everybody got CTE.
Hey, and it's so crazy because everybody like Ryan Clark said that if Derrick Henry went up the hole, he would hit him. And they'd be like, really? But people keep forgetting what RC was.
Yeah, but at the same time, RC was hitting guys in the open field. it's a big difference hitting somebody at the line.
No, but think about. I think he talking about like 1-on-1, like straight up, and they said that he'll get ran over. I said, I don't know, dog. People
Man,
keep forget. People,
RC will get his soul blessed. Okay, Derrick Henry is a big ass man.
the only person I think Derrick Henry probably won't want to get hit by in Pittsburgh, to me, it probably be Malu and James Harrison.
Yeah, but you got to think though. Look at the role of James Harrison. James Harrison played next to the line. He was always near the line. He's always on the edge too. Um, what the Palomalu? He was everywhere. There was a chance he could be a nose guard, and then
You
he's
want me to
running
know?
back to play coverage. Like,
He'll
let's
be a
be
nose
fucking
guard. Next, you know, he a safety.
right. And you're like, how?
They
You're like, fucking how?
they said Malu name in the NFL was Nightcrawler because you pop up, he's somewhere else.
Bro, like I remember one time he was about it looked like he was about to blitz. He was at the line and bailed, and he was in the man dog. All right, man, you got it. You win.
If I'm not
You the
mistaken,
best.
ain't Malu the first player to ever, when it came down to like goal line coverage, the first player to jump over the line and
Well,
and sack the
several
QB?
guys have done it, but it he just timed it so well. It's almost like, bro, he was in the huddle and jumped over the line. Like if you look at the film of him jumping over the line, he jumps before the ball is snapped. I mean, get out of my life, man. Stop playing with me, man. You cheating.
But I did state, so like I said, Pittsburgh got a gauntlet. We got a good chance to have it. We got a good chance of winning 10 or 11 games this year, which I think we will. Because right now Pittsburgh runs the AFC North thanks to the fucking bitch ass Bengals for not just kicking a damn field goal and going to overtime and just beating them. That's fine. We see them in a couple of weeks. We go smack them too. But I think Pittsburgh still get 3 teams in. I think.
You talking about the playoffs?
I still think the AFC North still get 3 teams in. I still think the Bengals, Ravens, and Pittsburgh. And that's just my opinion. I still think they get 3 teams in. The Bills got the Chiefs coming up.
Right.
The Bills can never beat the fucking Chiefs. So if you Josh Allen, how are you thinking about this game?
I think if I'm Josh Allen, I'm not worried about what I did in the past. Those are over with. Those games are over with. People are going to talk about those games. They're going to talk about my record towards Pat Mahomes, against Pat Mahomes, and everything like that. I think he needs to take this week or whatever and be like, all right, look, the past is the past. Let's focus on one play at a time and make the best play.
Yeah.
Don't be Superman. Don't be superhero. Cause look, I got what's the new addition? I got
Amari Cooper.
I got Coop, Benjamin playing well.
Yeah.
The run game is working. Hey, look, let's just keep rolling. Let's just keep rolling and go from there.
If the Bills don't beat the Chiefs, the only last hope literally is Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Unless, well, we can get them week 18. We can get a week 18. I'm just saying, brother. That's that. Hey, we might play against their backups.
It depends. If they undefeated by the because they undefeated by the end, they might go for it.
If that, yeah, it depends though, man. I don't know.
If they undefeated by the end, they all of them playing.
Yeah,
because you got to think about it. If they undefeated by the end, they're like, oh, we can beat the Broncos, win this game, and we got a bye week, so we still get a week off.
Damn.
And knowing Andy Reid, he might give him the whole fucking week off.
Nah, Andy won't be like, nah, we practicing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You got to come out here to practice. That's what I'm doing. I don't know.
If they 3-peat this year, I'm gonna be pissed.
Hey man, it's football, man. No, that's how I look at it.
Burning damn kingdom down. What are you excited for when they come down to this upcoming football schedules from college and in the NFL?
Well, we're talking about like next week or just in general?
This coming up week.
this upcoming week. Let me pull up the schedule for college real quick, um and then we can I'll talk about it. Hold on. Okay. So to be honest, Tennessee versus Georgia. Um, you know, which Carson Becker are we going to see, and then which is Tennessee going to show up?
Mm-hmm.
You know, is Georgia going to keep fighting to stay in the SEC race, or are they going to just crash out and be done? Colorado versus Utah. I just want to see Colorado win. I just that's really what I want to see. Just
Not just I
seeing
want
them
them.
win. And then two more games that I'm going to watch is SMU and Boston College, because SMU is quietly having a hell of a season. Um, and then Kansas and BYU. Those are the games I really want to really want to see.
Who was the Thursday night football matchup?
Oh shit, let's see. Thursday night will be Steelers versus Browns.
This week we got the
Hold
Ravens.
on. Oh damn! Wait a minute, I skipped. Wait a minute, it skipped me a week. Hold on, it skipped me a week. Hold on. Thursday night will be Commanders and Eagles.
That's gonna be a good one.
Very good one. Very, very good one.
I got the Eagles.
I'm gonna go with Commanders.
Because Saquon is finding his legs.
I know, bro.
He hurdling people backwards, sideways, upside down.
I just want to see if
Jalen
Jaden Daniels can keep going.
Jalen Hurts is looking comfortable now. He back. I think he's back to the form when they happened to the Super Bowl. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith is a Cooper DeJean to me was the best thing they did by making him the starter.
Yeah.
That defense is finally turning the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good game, but I do got the Eagles winning.
I agree with you. I definitely do.
I
definitely do.
Because when it really comes down to it, I think Pittsburgh. I think the Eagles gonna take a pay to Pittsburgh. You gonna take advantage of the rookies on that Washington defense. I'm pretty sure they're gonna practice hard count. I'm pretty sure they're practicing hard counts, but it's like
you think they're gonna exploit the young players?
Yeah,
I can see that. I can respect it.
But yeah, think about it. We don't know when Marshawn Lattimore is actually gonna play.
Well, if I'm the Commanders, I just want him to get healthy. Right now we're 7-3.
You traded for a hurt player.
I mean, shit. Cowboys traded for a guy that didn't play. I mean, let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean.
But look who we talking about.
Hey, brother, I ain't here to judge. I'm just here to point out what I'm pointing out.
Look who we talking about, though.
You're right, brother. I'm with you. I'm on your side.
Me this week, I'm looking forward towards. I want Colorado to win, but I want them to dominate Utah. Colorado, they need a dominant win.
Yeah.
They need one. And they got the talent for it, but the difference is they pick and choose when the fuck they want to actually wake up and actually play.
Yeah.
And I think they need to stop that shit. Because yeah, think about it. Before the playoffs, this the last 3 games of Shador, Shiloh, Travis, Webster, Shep, Horn, Hill Green, Bentley, Craig. It's the last game for a lot of these motherfuckers. Last 3 for a lot of these people. So it's like, go out with a bang, go to the playoff. I think they will upset somebody. Because Coach Brown said, she a lady, she love her a good bowl.
She got exquisite taste.
Hey, so what's the best taste to give her? Give her a playoff bowl game win.
Now, here's a question, and rock with me on this. Rock with me on this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bowl games usually pay money out to the players.
Mm-hmm.
They give them money and stuff like that. Do they handle that the same way they handle the first round of the playoffs?
What you mean?
So, okay, bowl games, right? Bowl games, they usually have you there for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a week before.
Yeah, because of the
Okay,
press, the press, the media. Yeah.
right. Do they do that for the first
Round.
round of the playoffs?
I would.
I wonder who's footing that bill. I wonder who's footing that bill.
I would because if you want to hype it up and you want to do it, you can't just. You, I ain't gonna say make it as much money because these people are actually certified and they actually go into a boat because they got to buy.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to give them something.
Okay, so you feel like, because a lot of times, even if you win or lose, you get a gift.
Yeah.
They give you gift, they give you all this stuff. So even if it's the first round, I feel like they should get something. They should get money, gifts, or something, because that's what they do for all the other bowl games. So
Yeah. And the thing about it is, was the only to me what's sad about the 12-team playoff to be quite fucking honest, because even if you are 5 through 12 and only 4 teams is making it through to the nether round to match up with the teams that's in the bye,
right,
the other teams don't get a bowl.
that's what I'm saying.
So it's like if you doing all this winning, then you lose. It's like you don't get a bowl bid. Okay, cool, you're not in the playoffs. You lost. You lost, but it's like, damn, I don't get a bowl. I don't go to the Citrus Bowl, the Chick-fil-A Bowl, the fucking Gator
So
Bowl.
so what I say is this: I would take. So
I make
say
those, I make those bowl games too.
so say if so just for an example, say Alabama and Texas play each other, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and they play in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever bowl game in Texas, that's who's going to sponsor that game.
Yeah,
That's what I would do. That's
yeah,
what I would do.
because
So they can get their money and still get their stuff promoted.
because you gotta think about it. Because technically in the 12-team playoffs, it's only four, five,
It's only what
7 bowls.
seven.
Because it's 7 bowls. Because the national championship to me count as a bowl game. Uh,
Yeah, it is.
So you got granted the 4 teams that get an automatic bid, that's 4 bowls right there, right? And then
Right.
when they move on, that's 2 bowls. Then the winner that goes to the national championship, which is a bowl, which is 7 bowls.
That shit's crazy.
So technically, you got a chance to win 3 rings. Well, 4 if you win your division.
Well,
I mean, well, you got your conference ring, you got the bowl ring, you got the second bowl ring, you got your national championship ring. So you can wear 4.
conference ring, the first bowl, the second shit, three. You can win 4 rings in the season.
Yeah,
Hey
quite.
man, what you
Some
doing in
people
college? Man,
happy.
I got
Some
these
people
four
gonna be
rings.
happy. Some people gonna be happy like a Notre Dame. Oh yeah, they don't get a ring. They don't know what conference they in. They gonna get a ring just because.
Well, no, they don't get a ring. They don't get a
I'm
ring
talking
for conference.
about their coach. Hey y'all, look, we're gonna get an independent ring. We're gonna put independent on it.
Independent shit, y'all win it every year. Shoot.
Um, it's gonna be interesting, but nah, I see where you're coming from. I think they should be rewarded in a sense. Like
Yeah,
I feel like these 5 through 12 games should be a bowl game.
yeah. But like I said, I feel like whatever state they're playing in. So I don't know if there's an Ohio, if there's a bowl game in Ohio, but if it is, like like let's say Ohio State is 6 and they play, whoever, then they need to be sponsored. You know what I'm saying? That game needs to be sponsored by a bowl, whatever bowl that is.
I think they get to the point with that. But to be honest, I think they kind of rushed this like layout out.
Yeah, they didn't think about that shit. They thought about the money aspect, but not the full thing. You know?
But I also think we're gonna get closer and closer to seeing what we really want to see. To be honest,
Mhm.
Miami versus Colorado. Because Now that's takeaway stats. Let's talk about money in general, right?
Right.
Miami, Colorado will sell, and them tickets probably gonna be high off your ass, right?
Right.
Oregon and Georgia will sell.
Yeah.
Texas and Bama will sell.
Yeah.
I think a sleeper sell pick will be SMU and Oregon. That'd be a sleeper sell for me.
Possibly. I don't know about that one.
But we gotta think about all these teams, bro. We still got teams that can get upset. Ole Miss can still win the fuck out and get in.
Mm-hmm.
Texas still can win out and get in. Texas gonna get in regardless. But I don't think Georgia's gonna lose another game. Um, so Georgia gonna get in, Bama gonna get in, Texas gonna get in. The SEC might have 4 in too. Ole Miss gonna get in.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like you're
So
talking
that's
about
18. That's 18 right there between the Big Ten and the SEC,
right. So then you're talking about giving two teams. So you got to give one to the ACC champion.
which
You got
is
to
my
give one to the Big 12 champion, and then you got two more spots, and
so
then
so
and then one group of 5.
so ACC. It might be Miami or Clemson.
Yeah, it's going to be one of them.
So Miami and Clemson, but they both getting in.
No, they're not.
If Miami lose again, Miami's still gonna get in.
If Miami lose again, yeah, they'll get in. But what I'm saying is that Clemson ain't getting in.
No. Clemson gotta win. They have to win.
Yeah, they got to win the ACC.
Yeah, Clemson gotta win. But what I'm saying, I'm talking about as far as Miami goes. If Miami lose again, Miami's still gonna get in. They probably gonna get like an 11 seed or something, but they still gonna get in.
Okay. Shit, I forgot about Notre Dame.
Notre Dame might get the fuck in, and they might get their ass beat in the first round.
I mean, but they're gonna be a fifth. They're gonna be a fifth seed.
What that mean?
No, but what I'm saying is that
they lost to Boston College. I ain't trying to hear that.
No, so what I'm saying is that you got 4 from the Big Ten, you got 4 from the SEC, you got Notre Dame, which that makes 9. Then you got the ACC, the
10.
Big 12, and then you got the group of 5. That's 12. That's your 12. And watch what happens. It's going to happen this year. I promise you this. It's going to be a team that's left out. SMU, somebody like that's going to be left out, and they're going to be like, we need to make this.
I'm gonna tell you who's gonna get left out, and I said to Indiana.
It's either gonna be Indiana or SMU.
Indiana.
And they're gonna be like, why not us?
Indiana. Because if you think about it, even if BYU loses, BYU get in. Because if they go off for credentials, look who BYU beat.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. Like, you got a one-loss SMU team that may not even play for the conference championship.
But we seen shit happens, and we're gonna just sit back and watch this shit unfold. Like, follow, share, subscribe if you haven't. Click the notification bell if you haven't. If you're new, welcome to the fam. Like I said, man, like, follow, share, subscribe. Comment your team. If you don't have a favorite team, comment your favorite player. If you don't have a favorite player, just comment. We
just drop a comment.
We're gonna read your comments in general. Coach, anything you want to say to the fans?
Hey man, I appreciate love y'all, man. Appreciate it to my brother, my co-host, Sean, man. Y'all don't know what we go through on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know. But we make this happen for y'all. Shout out to my bro here. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even have started this. You know what I'm saying? So big shout outs to him. And let's keep moving. Let's keep grinding, man.
Yeah, man. So, man, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace.